kids don't. Woo, I tell you what, it's quite early in the morning. It's not quite 9 a.m. and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Woo! Look how stunning! Honestly, guys, beautiful blue skies, warm, a very mild breeze, a bit of a cool breeze. You know, we're in England. I've got quite a few layers on, probably 2 layers on. I went to sleep early last night, just felt like it. Went to sleep around 10ish, 10:30 maybe. Read a few messages. That's my routine, guys. I go to sleep and start reading loads of your messages, comments, WhatsApp, emails. Like, a lot of things get sent to me, little video clips, sort of write-ups in on social media. A hell of a lot of comments on YouTube. Obviously, I get comments on Instagram and TikTok and all that. I don't know if you know, guys, we also have Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. Of course, YouTube. So I get... Whew. Who was saying it to me the other day? Oh, it was Elaine. You need an admin. You need someone to help you with admin. So now, do you know what? I'm a one-man show. I'm a one-man show. I do like to do things myself. Sorry, I've still got a funny throat. I do like to do things myself. I do. I don't know. Like, some people have offered to be like, what's the word? Moderators and things like that. I just keep it simple. Just let Louis can sort things out. I prefer it that way. So, a few topics today. Obviously, Elvis related, Lisa. I'm always playing catch up. There's quite a few things that I've got on the back burner that I want to talk about. Like, for example, Presley Mania and Rhonda's. There's 3 videos of theirs that I want to review. But I got to find the time because 2 of them are nearly an hour long. I have to make time for them. So they are definitely something. Rhonda and Amy Collett, you know, Presley Mania, their videos. They did an excellent one on Michael Edwards, the alleged sexual abuser, you know, Priscilla's boyfriend. I definitely want to review that and discuss that. Obviously, you know, I've got the book. It's absolutely disgusting what happened at the hands of Priscilla. So then there's Presley Mania has done one concerning the lawsuits. I want to go through that. I'm always playing catch up. I'm always being distracted by different things. So I woke up this morning. I had a very interesting comment concerning Vernon Presley. So I want to talk about that. The other thing I'm trying to play catch up on is the YouTube channel that has done, I think she's up to chapter 17, the YouTube channel that has done reviews on the book Softly As I Leave You, Softly As I Lie to You. You know, guys, I think that book is a complete con, a book of lies. Oh, it's getting windy. A book of lies. Every day I'm hearing new lies coming from that book. Yeah. So where Priscilla has completely changed the truth, altered the truth, yeah? So I just want to make sure that one second, guys. So I'm just making sure that the wire is turned on properly. You know, Priscilla, this is the sort of gay, I know I've said it to you loads of times, but Priscilla realised a long time ago that the public are very gullible and the public will literally go along with anything she says, yeah? You know, I think we were all victims of that. You know, when I was growing up, very much through the 80s, and the 90s, I really did just sort of go along with what was being said, whether it be in books or whether just seeing different interviews coming from America, even in England. Priscilla would go on these different shows. She would regurgitate the storyline. Oh, look, poor me, look what I went through at the hands of Elvis. You know, I remember the Terry Wogan show. I love Wogan. Do you guys remember Wogan? To the British guys, 25% of you guys that watch my show are from England, and then 45% of you are from America. Then the rest of you are around the world. Thank you so much for watching me. We got a lot of people in Australia. I think there's 5% of you are in Australia. So hello, Australia. You're very welcome to my show, Defending Elvis, the most dramatic show in the world. And we really have had some drama, haven't we, guys? I always say this to my subscribers. You will never be bored on Louis' show. You will never be bored on Defending Elvis. Ever. Oh yeah, there was one thing I wanted to say, guys. I have decided to keep the name Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth. Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth. I'm keeping the name at that. I was going to put in the words, the true inner circle, which is definitely part of what we do. And I'm going to probably make it as a motto, the true Elvis inner circle, yeah? But I missed those words, fans want the truth, that are part of our name, are too important. So I've put the name back to Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. Because it's so important, isn't it? Those words, fans want the truth, yeah? Very, very important to me. I'm hoping we got signal because I'm not getting any of your comments. I think what I may do is do a part 1 dog walk and a part 2 dog walk, just in case we've lost signal. Which is fine. So, you know, Priscilla got to a point, and I think it was, the beginning of it was after Vernon died. When Vernon made this decision to appoint Priscilla as co-trustee, and we're going to discuss that in a second, guys, I think a different Priscilla emerges, because you've got the original Priscilla that had been unfaithful to Elvis, okay? So you've got, you know, the Priscilla within a year of the marriage being unfaithful when Lisa Marie was a baby. Now, from her point of view, she was a betrayed woman that wanted to find herself, that secretly wanted fame and fortune. She tried to blame Elvis for the unfaithfulness, but the truth is she was the unfaithful one through the marriage, in the first year of the marriage, and again with Mike Stone. Now, I'm not going to whitewash Elvis. There's more to it. Elvis wasn't an angel. He was a human, as we keep getting reminded. But at first, I think one Priscilla was secretly seeing Mike Stone for a year behind his wife's back, Frances Stone, who Priscilla had befriended. There's a possibility that Frances Stone was pregnant and they had a small child, yeah? But this is my point. So eventually it all comes out. Elvis finds out Priscilla's been unfaithful. She's been secretly seeing the karate champion for a year. So I do think, you know, once Elvis calmed down, because obviously Elvis went was climbing up the walls, they say, yeah? They had this sort of comfy first divorce settlement. And I think around that period, Priscilla, how can I say it? Yes, she wanted money and all that, and she wanted to shag her new bloke. She ripped Lisa Marie away from her father, which was just one of the most disgusting, horrific things I've ever heard of. Poor Lisa Marie, who absolutely adored her father, being torn away from Elvis to live with a complete stranger, Mike Stone. But my point I'm trying to say is, once the dust settled, Priscilla done some serious damage, making poor Lisa Marie, just a child, live with this stranger, Mike Stone. I do think there was an initial period where maybe the public were upset with Priscilla. I think when Priscilla first left Elvis, the public were mad at her because they felt that she had a perfect life. Hi, morning, Brenda. They felt that she had a perfect life. So Priscilla was quite careful at first. She was trying to get the public to be on her side, to sort of feel sorry for her. So she was quite calm. She wasn't coming out with all of the sensationalistic, disgusting lies that she has then gone on to unfairly portray about her ex-husband Elvis. So quite a calm Priscilla. Yeah, she had been pretty disgusting. Her actions were pretty disgusting, yeah? But initially quite calm in comparison to what she went on to do. Let me just get past these people, guys. Now, I think a different Priscilla came out. So obviously, Vernon's not well. He's got very, very serious heart problems, really serious heart problems, yeah? And I think Priscilla sees an opportunity in Vernon Presley concerning being added to the will. We know that Elvis did not want Priscilla on the will. In fact, he had removed, as far as I know, he had removed Priscilla from the will. He wanted everything to go to Lisa Marie. Yeah, so I think when Priscilla had a taste of power, of wealth, of being the Queen of Graceland, of ruling Graceland, dominating and controlling the empire, the money, the fame, the adulation, obviously all eyes were on Priscilla, Elvis's ex-wife, who had been unfaithful to him and divorced him 4 years before he died. A massive opportunity arose for Priscilla. Now Priscilla had been, I think, was quite unpopular and was like, the public weren't happy with Priscilla. And this was the opportunity to turn everything around. To be the savior, to con and trick the world into thinking that she saved the day, she saved Graceland. Elvis is remembered because of Priscilla. This was the opportunity that she saw, and she grabbed it with both hands and held on really tight, and has been running with that story, that fake fairy tale, for over 40 years. And this is going to be our part 2, guys. So this is part 1. We're now going to go on to part 2, and we're going to discuss the opportunity that Priscilla had when Vernon was close to death, when he altered his will and allowed Priscilla to be a co-trustee. We're not going to have a gap. We're going to stop and start. Okay, guys? I'll see you in 1 minute.